Hello, lovely people. This is Nicole.
And this is Samantha.
With the power of we are here to switch it up and teach you about business, relationships, and how to not only survive, but make it in Los Angeles.
In each episode, we will have top influential guests from the world of real estate. We work hard,
We stage hard.
and we get it done.
The power of we.
Welcome back to the power of we. Wow, this is crazy.
Can't believe we're here. This is so exciting.
Cannot. I'm crying already.
Always crying.
I mean, listen, this one was like, we need something new.
I know. Well, we really needed something new. And I think with the rebranding of a lot of stuff at work and rebranding of our warehouse and the podcast, it was just perfect to find a new studio.
It is absolutely beautiful. It's so art aesthetic. I mean, the energy in the studio is amazing. I'm so excited. Well, we have an exciting show today. Are you excited about it?
So excited. I mean, we've been talking so much about confidence with the reps at work and energy. So this guest is just so exciting.
And it's so important to especially talk about confidence when you're doing anything in life. I mean, honestly, when you were really young, I was like, teaching you confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence is such an important gift. And if you use it right, you can do anything in your life.
100%.
Right? Let's talk about the guest. Okay, today we've joined by the incredible, beautiful Kate Zuiz. Kate is a speaker, entrepreneur, and mentor who's passionate about helping women step into their confidence and embrace the connection between beauty, presence, and business. Welcome. Yay, we're so excited you're here.
Thank you so much. We're so happy you're here.
Thank you so much.
I mean, where did we meet, first of all?
I think we met at Modern Day Vibe event.
Yeah.
I was like, who is that chick? She's super hot. She stands good. Let's get something straight. I need to talk to her right now.
Yeah, and I loved your energy immediately because what I love about women that when they're like know how to step into their power, when they're not apologetic, like no place for apologetic energy here.
That's me for sure.
And you're very straightforward. You always know what you want, and this is the kind of women I like. And I try to surround myself, and also like where I help if you need help. So that's what I love about you, and of course your beautiful daughter.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to talk about what you do. I think that's something that not a lot of people know about. So can you tell everyone just a little bit about what you do?
Absolutely. I'm self-presentation and presence coach. My business is called Master Your Presence. And I work with amazing women who are already confident. They are already know their field, they're experts in their field. They're founders, creatives. But there's something like small things that are missing. So this is where I step in to help them polish their body language, energy, and the way they show up. Mm-hmm. So the world can see their internal confidence, internal expertise, everything that they built when they are there on public, whether on camera, on stage, everywhere in the world where your presence matters.
And you know what I love about the way you do this? Because I remember we were at Modern Day Wife and we were going on stage and you would just slightly help us. You slightly with, such confidence, just kind of tweaked my little, pose or whatever I was doing. And that shifted my energy right there. Just that little thing.
Yeah, it's what I'm saying. That's not about huge transformation, lives change. No, it's like subtle details that helps you to step into like next level. It's about how you hold your leg, hand, shoulders, eye contact, everything.
Yeah. So, where did you learn this?
A lot of people
crazy.
I feel like don't know. It's all like subconscious, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, but it's definitely learnable. It's a skill that can be learned.
Right.
So
where did you learn it?
I feel that I've been always like this myself. I've been on a stage since the age of 4, so I've been into dancing. And
that
dancing,
makes sense.
Yeah, it's a way of communication without saying a word. And also I've been in the corporate world, consulting, Big Four, tech world, different companies for more than 10 years. So I've been to different boardrooms, stages, client meetings, workshops, trainings, like everything.
Yeah.
And what I noticed that, I always loved to be like, center of attention, but I never like,
I love that too.
like, strive. I was never loud. I would say I was a shy kid. But at networking events, for example, it came to me effortlessly when I made connections or when I presented at clients' meetings, while other people could have more experience, more knowledge, but still to me it was like more natural. That's, I feel like home. Like that's what I love to do. And I started noticing, like, for example, like huge execs, leaders, they would shrink at the moment when they step into the stage, or like when they speak at Zoom and like you see the screen and they like look like this at the screen, and like they just don't know the way how to show up, or like we were taking headshots at one of the corporate shop, and I was also there in the line and I saw leaders taking headshots. So they're leaders, executives, but the moment they step into cameras, they're like, what do I do?
They look like they saw a ghost.
Like they're scared. So
right.
I was like, but I know what to do. And then, like, you can only connect dots backwards. So now I see that all those events, circumstances shaped my experience. And after I left corporate, I went back to my passion, which is dancing. I started teaching dancing. And I realized, yes, women came to me to learn dancing, but they walked away with something different.
Oh, that's why I see you on those dancing videos. I'm like, I want to do that. You're like doing, I don't know what you're doing. Pole dancing? What is it?
It's high heels.
It's very sexy and very cool.
Yeah, thanks. So that the feedback I received from women that they felt more empowered, more confident, not only in the dance studio.
So you're saying that women feel more powered if they're doing a dance class. Why don't we do a dance class for the sales reps?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I mean, seriously, sales is all about being confident.
Right.
It's all about being open, right? So one of the things that we talk about is how to get the stylist more confident.
Well, I think it goes with like, even when you talk about public speaking, like I run a lot of Sam's company, right? And even when I public speak, I get really nervous. So like, how do you like combat that? I feel like that's something that you've been talking about. So what are like 3 tips that we could maybe use?
Yeah, you are completely right that for everyone, this big moment can be different. For someone, it's meeting with a client. For someone, it's speaking on stage or even podcast or even interview, even an online interview on Zoom. So when it comes to how to do that, number 1 and the only tip will be preparation.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's what I do. That's what I teach my clients. When we have event coming up, like soon, like not always you have a lot of time, I will break down everything for you, like how you walk onto the stage, how you should, what the chair look like. Is it this comfy chair or like a bar stool? Or are you walking the stand? Do you have a handheld mic or you have something like that or headset? So when you are on stage, you're not thinking about your gestures because we already learned it. We already did it. Like, that if you're do counting, you do 1, 2, 3. If you show something, wow, that's a huge news. You do respective gestures for a huge thing, right? Or when you want to feel more warm, approachable, you will maybe smile more. You will tilt or lean, like, towards people. So it will create more warmth. It depends on what you want to project. So do you want to be more like authoritative, like, powerful boss babe, like, or you want to be more friendly, like, and that's what I do always when I speak on stage or podcast. I'm like all over showing things to people, but that's what I do. So preparation and intention. So, okay, I want to project this vibe. I want people feel this when they see me, when they are in my presence, and we work on this. There is no magic. It's just practice.
That's interesting.
That is so great. I love that because you know what? Our girls can practice going to appointments. Actually, she does a lot of role playing in her meetings where they practice talking to each other.
Right.
For me, it always came natural because I was just, I got to get this done. I got to get back and pick her up by 3:00 and I need to make 3 sales today. That was in my head. So, I'm a goal-oriented person. Right. But if you're a little bit shy or you don't have the confidence. But that's why I started this company at Elite Home Staging.
Right.
I wanted women to feel like they could do anything with their life, especially when I started, people were like, there's no way you're going to be successful. You don't have your design license. I'm like, you better watch me. And not only that, I'm going to show women how they can do the same thing that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Love it.
So,
Love it.
but anyway, back to you.
Oh.
So what I love about you is, so I've done a lot of events with you, and I always see you helping people backstage. And I think you're really doing it because you're passionate. You could be their clients. And I know you've helped one of our very own founder, Megan, which was really exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's something amazing that started like a partnership, but turned like, in a friendship, long-term relationship. And
I think it's important though to talk about how it starts. So when you guys are doing networking events, it's so important. I try and tell the girls all the time, do networking events. It starts there and then it becomes
yeah, something bigger, absolutely. And you will see the long-term impact that I am not going for like immediate gain. I'm not interested in this. I'm interested in long-term relationship,
Right.
long-term connections. And the same way it started with Megan Elif. She's co-founder of Modern Day Wife. And last year she went for Mrs. International. So she just called me because she remembered once I gave a workshop at one of the Modern Day Wives events on posing and how to be on stage, how to walk in heels. So that was a workshop. And she like, oh, I know this girl, like she called me, like I need you to prepare me to be a pageant for Mrs. International 2024. I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. So we were preparing for this specific moment, right? To be on stage for Mrs. International. And she won.
I know.
Yeah, and
that's
now,
amazing.
And now it's been more than a year, right, from
Yeah.
the event. Still, she's like, oh, every time, and she has a lot of events, like every 2
lot,
weeks, right?
yeah.
And she's like, every time I'm speaking, I'm going somewhere, I have a photo shoot. I remember about your tips. I remember about my posture. I remember about my leg, about my toe, about my hand. So it's like
What an accomplishment.
Yeah, that's
well
amazing.
done. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah, it's like a long-term transformation. It's not like, huge transformation. She was already like, very
Yeah.
nice and powerful and beautiful woman. But we did like so small things. I pointed, like, for example, when you sit, do this, yeah, immediate change.
Wow.
And it's still working. So yeah, I
That's
love
incredible.
it. Thanks.
What has been your favorite story you've had with a client?
Favorite story. I feel like everyone is so different because for someone, like for Megan, right, it's more for public appearances,
Right.
Right.
stage events.
Yeah.
I had someone who did it for her work.
Okay.
She's in a leadership in tech company, and it's mostly like corporate, quite
Right.
closed setting. But the feedback she received from others that she felt a little bit intimidating.
Intimidated, yeah.
Yeah.
And really, but people when saw her in person, they're like, "What? You're actually a nice person. you don't look the same on camera."
Yeah.
And when we polished her look on camera, her presence, how she approached speaking on camera, on Zoom, basically, right? The change and impact was immediate. People are like,
Wow.
oh, we don't know what changed, but you changed, you feel different.
Well, that's actually
That's impressive.
really important thing to talk about as well, because we always talk about to the girls, it's always when you leave the house, you need to look your best, because when you look your best, you feel your best, and
Right.
especially when you're going to see a client.
And I think that goes into, there's a study that shows women who wear makeup daily make 20% more money. Would you agree that beauty correlates with how much money you can make?
Well, it's definitely an interesting study.
Yeah.
And I feel my perspective that it's not 100% about makeup, but about intention you put
Yeah.
behind it. Because
I love that.
you have like, if you have like full makeup glow
Right.
for a nightclub and you go to work, it's a wrong message, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But what I believe that if you are doing your makeup, I can tell that you prepared, you're intentional for
Right.
what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
you're disciplined because you did some time, right? So
right.
you prepared, you set aside
point.
this time, even money because it costs things and it matters. And to me, it feels like you put an effort to
Right.
show up like this, so it means something.
Right.
And probably that's why overall, those women who do makeup, they might be more disciplined or
Yeah,
just more put
that's a good point.
together in all other aspects of their life.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I think that for women, perception might comes from our efforts, how we do our makeup, how we
Right.
show up, how we style ourselves. But for men, it might come for things that they do not control, like their height, their features.
Yeah.
Like, and also there's
Interesting.
that study that show like I will not tell you percent, just Google it, but like the majority of those CEO from top Fortune 500 are 3 inches higher than average American.
Interesting.
So if the man is taller, then most likely they will become CEO. While for women, as you said,
Yeah.
maybe it's our effort that
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this is all about business. So my intention for this season is that we don't only talk about, so I've been since 2008 empowering women to be who they are, right? Well, I think that it's really important that we also talk about becoming into the feminine at home with your husband. And this is an important topic, especially for CEOs, especially for businesswomen, women that are, empowered to be the best they can be. But they got to remember, we all have to remember, we have to drop back into the feminine and be the feminine that we are supposed to be. What do you think about that?
I can't relate.
That's what I said in the beginning about intentions. That's what I do with my clients, that we learn how to be different, what creates this different vibe. Do you want to be more feminine, sensual, sexual? Do this. Like, if you want to be more friendly, like girly girl, do that. If you want to
Right.
be more like boss at your work with
Right.
your
Yeah.
peers, with your clients, do that. And it's not different version of you. It's the same you.
Right.
Just you know how to.
Maneuver it.
Yes, absolutely.
That's great. I mean, we talk about confidence and, presence and all that, but sometimes when we go home, we forget to take the boss out of there, and, our partner doesn't want us to be that boss. Right? So a lot of women struggle when they get home because they're like, they're a CEO, they're whatever they are, but they're super corporate. And then when they go home, the husband doesn't want them to be that person. And so I think that is a big thing that I want to get across this, season. And what do you say about that?
I would say that find for yourself what helps you to turn on the energy. For example, for me, it can be high heels dancing, right? Maybe for you, it can be just a nice candle setup or like nice evening routine with your hair, with your face.
Right.
It will help to tap into those energies.
Yeah, that's a
But
good point.
for me,
And also, I think it's the tone, the way we speak. We're supposed to use so used to speaking a certain way at work. We have to remember there are equal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And to my story, to my example, even though I mentioned that I've been into dancing since early childhood, there was a break. Like I had 2 years when I was not dancing. I was more into gym, sport routine. And what I felt that I became more like this. I didn't feel feminine in myself. So I was like, okay, well, something is wrong there. So I returned to dancing, and this is where you get this soft lines, the fluidities, just softness, sensuality, and everything. So you can start noticing.
What do you think about that, Nicole?
I think it's interesting. Yeah. I mean, I work 24/7, and
I know you do, girl, but
and I'm dating now. But
now
I don't
you're
have a
dating
husband at home. That's
and,
for sure.
and maybe a few cooking
I have
classes.
my dog at home, and she's a bitch too.
But you're trying.
So there's that.
And you could learn to cook a little more, maybe.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
try
like
different
that.
things.
Yeah.
Maybe like I know,
Something that you like.
painting.
Yeah. I
It
think
can
for
be
me,
different.
like I have a good face routine at night where I use like Allies of Skin, which I love their skincare. And
She's
I do
obsessed
that.
with product. Let's get something
Yeah,
straight.
I love that kind of stuff. And then what else do I do? I do a meditation that helps calm my mind. And I don't know. I mean, I don't.
What do you do Monday evening? come to me with dance to the dance class?
Yeah, I will. I would love to.
I would.
It's Monday evening.
It's downtown.
Yeah,
meetings.
yeah, it's
So-
here, like 2
But
blocks
I
away.
think that's really cool. I'm really excited.
I did a heels class one time, I will say, and I talked to, so my friend Brooke like does this, and I felt so like empowered afterwards. And
Yeah,
I
you were
felt-
so excited
and
about this
I also
dance
love
class.
dance, but it's hard to get like into things sometimes when you're working so much. And I felt just like so girly and like a kid. It
Yeah.
was so fun.
So
Yeah.
if you guys are bored,
We should do it, for
taking a
sure.
dance class. Actually,
that
I
would actually be
I
really
went-
fun to have the reps do.
Yeah,
They would
and I
love
went
that.
to a salsa class with one of our guests.
Yeah, that was fun.
That
Heidi.
was so fun. I
Yeah.
was dying. They
So
were like
fun.
professionals. I was like, oh my God. But I felt so proud of myself and I
Yeah.
felt great after.
Yeah.
Great reminder to do it one more time.
But that's so interesting. I think like if you could give us like maybe a couple tips, like because I know like for example when my reps are going into meetings, sometimes I'll tell them because I've learned like matching body energy or body language is helpful to close deals. Is there any tips you can give them to try to
Give
make
us
them
one tip.
feel
Yeah.
like comfortable with their clients?
Yeah, you're talking about body language mirroring. Yeah, that can help, but they should understand what each gesture would mean because
Okay.
maybe if they mirror like weak gestures, you know,
Interesting.
it might not like
Good point. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
do
that's
they
great.
want.
That's great.
Well, again, I will sound probably repetitive, but it all starts with the first impression and the moment
true.
you walk into the room.
That's
it's
true.
about your eye contact,
Right.
how you maintain it.
Interesting.
Do you like extend your hand and like look down?
Yeah.
Like, you know, or you look in the eyes
Yeah,
and
that's a
maintain
good
like
point.
for 2-3 seconds with a warm smile. Like, or even about your handshake, like, you know, is it like
Weak.
weak
Yeah.
or like
Firm.
I love that.
Nice.
That's great. And you're getting to come to Elite Home
Yes,
Staging
I'm so
to talk to
excited.
all the girls. We're so excited. So before we wrap this up, is there anything you're working on that you guys you want to talk about?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I mentioned, my business is called Master Your Presence. And what I do mostly, I work with women one-to-one. So they are feeling most prepared for their important moments, whether it's on stage, camera, anywhere in the world, boardroom, anything.
Amazing.
But what I'm tapping into is more like workshops. Because we're doing with you soon offline. I've been doing workshops before online. It's about magnetic presence for your business and visibility. And now I want to do more offline because this is where I feel most, like you can see the most effect. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually want to be in person.
Correct.
So here's
exciting.
a good little note for you. Nicole and I are speaking at the HSA in London. And last time
Yeah.
we were exhausted and Nicole asked for a stool and
You would have
sat
been
down on the
actually very
stool.
upset with
We
this,
were
yeah.
exhausted and I was standing and let me just tell you
I had
another
no
thing.
coaching either.
And by the way, my bodysuit ripped, so I had my big jacket tied around my waist. Everyone was probably dying. This
Yeah.
one's sitting on the stool, barely even saying a word. I'm like,
People
okay.
got a lot out of it though. So
They invited us
okay.
back. They're so excited. They like what we had to say.
But this time we need to be more prepared with how.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will do that.
Yeah.
So about since you mentioned about your clothing, what I always recommend
That was hilarious.
is like, you know, do not go for trends for something new, cute,
Yeah.
stylish. If you're not like seasoned speaker, like go for something you're comfortable in.
Love that.
100%.
And
Yeah.
you don't like, you know, it will not fall away. Like,
Yeah.
it will not break, fall like or
Right.
it will break.
Great tip.
Something that you know, so you're not distracted. So
Right.
when you are there, you are thinking only about your energy, connection with the audience, not about your like, you know, and I need to fix it. No,
for sure.
So yeah, don't be distracted.
Yeah, and then we're not going to rush there early. I'm up at 5 a.m.
First of all, we were
so-
there for like 5 hours before we
yeah,
went on.
we were like sleeping
We flew
in
in
the
the day
seat.
before.
It was not
the
our
jet
best
lag
look.
was crazy. Yeah.
But this is so exciting.
So
this
exciting.
has been amazing.
I feel like we got so many good tips, and I'm so
I
excited. to share
cannot
this
wait
with
for you to
everyone.
come to Lead Home Staging and give us tips and tricks. And this has been very exciting. If there's one last thing you could of advice for the women listening, what would it be?
Don't rush and take your time.
I love that.
Take your time when you walk, when you speak. Don't be afraid of the pause.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Own the space you are in. It will help to other people to see you're as confident, as polished, as you know
Wow.
what you're doing.
I
So
like that.
next time when you are invited to speak somewhere or to take a seat, don't like rush immediately. No. Immediately take a moment. Own this moment. Own this second, 2 seconds. And own the space around you.
Amazing.
Wow.
And where can we find you on social media?
Social media on my Instagram, it's kate.zuiz. And the same, and my website is masteryourpresence.com.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
on.
much, Kate.
You've
It's been such a
incredible.
pleasure.
Loved it. Thank you.